5-on-4 penalty kill, there's basically two setups. The most basic setup is just your box, alright? So it's basically like your house setup, except you don't have a top player, alright? So if you're looking at playing against the opposite team there, alright? Basically every person has their own player to mark, and when the ball comes up to the middle, both of these players are just going to kind of sag in a little bit. And a little bit dependent on how strong of a shooter you have up here too, of course, is if you've got a really strong shooter, you might be trying to play up a little bit harder on them. And it's just a matter of basically always adjusting and rotating that box to kind of face to where the ball is. So if the ball's up top, of course you're kind of bringing it to the middle. If the ball's over here, you know, your top player is going to sag a little bit this way to cut so that they're ready for the easier pass, right? This pass is a little bit easier to get in the way for. Okay, this player up here is probably just going to step up just a little bit so that they are in a passing lane so they can pick off any kind of wide crease passes, but keeping their head on a swivel, making sure they don't get someone sneaking in behind them there. Right? Then once again, as the ball moves down this way, we're just kind of sagging in a little bit. Once again, just drawing towards your area, making sure that we're in a good place to cut off passes. Right, we might be sagging down just a little bit so we're able to help out on either pass opportunity. Alright? It's really important that when you're playing on the penalty kill, you've got your stick up in the air, you're in a good ready position so that you're always ready to jump and attack your defender or help out one of your opponents, and you need to be communicating, yelling where the ball is at, right? Ball's top left, ball's top right, bottom left, bottom right. Alright? Move, switch, pick coming, those types of things. Alright? The second type of defense on the penalty kill is called a diamond. So rather than have those four in the box, what you're going to do is you're going to set up on the top players so that all three of those players are covered really well. So you generally set up a diamond if they've got some strong outside shooters, or if you just got some solid defense that knows how to play a kind of more of a slightly more advanced defensive system. The last player is going to be playing in the middle, but the last player is always adjusting to where the ball is, okay? So, if the ball is over on one side, they're going to play, usually with 1 foot in the crease, alright, but stepped out so that they're going to be kind of the opposite side of the ball. That way you're not screening your goalie, and you're able to get across in case they make a strong cross-floor pass, alright? So always kind of playing that slightly offside, alright? If the ball does get moved down to here, alright, the player in the crease has to play, or the player down by the crease has to be a little bit smart. So what they're going to do is they're going to play with, once again, 1 foot on that off side, blocking off any pass opportunity, alright? As long as this player is staying towards the outside, they'll stay there. If this player tries to make a hard cut in, that's when they're going to meet them there, and then your team has to be ready to slide, alright, and slide over to all the different positions. Okay? Another little bit of help that your players are going to have to do, and some movement that they're going to have to do, is kind of what we call some slow plays. So once again, if that ball gets moved down here, this player is going to slow play so that they're halfway between there and there, right? So that if they do cut hard across, they can come cut them off. If the pass comes back up, they're ready to slide very quickly, right? Once again, the ball's still down here. This player's going to be sagged just a little bit this way so they can help if a ball gets quickly moved here, but are ready to jump up on their player. Alright? So it's all about moving to where the ball is, and once again, all the communication comes from our back player. Alright? Waiting on the back post. If they're coming hard, then they'll cut, but other than that, they're just waiting. Alright? If this player can slow play their way down, and maybe slow play their way back into a box situation, right? Then the ball's down there, then you might be moved into, now we've got a box, alright? And that's a little bit easier to rotate to. So as the ball rotates back up into more of that diamond, and as the ball comes back down into the box.